Welcome back to another episode of Knowing the Rules. I'm your host, Dawson Rule. College can be stressful for lots of students. Grades, deadlines, and commitments can leave students feeling rushed and overwhelmed. At EKU, there's a place for students who need help with anything. This could be grades, tutoring, mental health, or more. This place on campus is the EKU Student Success Center located on campus in the library. Today, I'm going to talk with the director of the Student Success Center, Dr. Ashley Sweat, as she discusses the Student Success Center and all the benefits of it being there for students.
Hi, Dawson.
How you doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm awesome. Glad you're here with me today. So, before I get to asking any questions today, can you introduce yourself a little bit to the viewers?
I am Dr. Ashley Sweat. I am the director of the Student Success Center. Um, what all would you like to know? And I can.
Okay, well, I will start with a more general question
Okay.
for students who may be watching this. Can you give students a general overview of what the Student Success Center is?
Sure. I like to think of the Student Success Center as a one-stop shop on campus. We tutor in over 200 classes. We offer mentoring for students. If a student requests a mentor or if they are required to have one, we do offer those services. We do workshops in the Student Success Center. So our workshops range from everywhere from time management to successful study strategies, how to study for math. We'll have some coming up in November to help students prepare for finals. And we also do drop-in advising. We are not like the regular advisors where we give rack numbers. We don't do that. But if students have questions about their major, or if they are interested in learning about certain classes, or just any kind of general questions like that, we do help with that. And we just offer general study space.
Okay. So any student can come if they needed help with anything, talk with one of
Yes.
your colleagues and get some help?
Yes, and no appointment is needed. We are walk-in. This semester, we are Monday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Fridays, 8 to 4:30.
Okay. So my next question, with you being the director of the Student Success Center, what do you do personally to help everything run like it should?
I like to go out. Right now, I'm in my office, but sometimes, like, I'll poke my head and see what's going on. I like to go out and talk to the students and meet the students who are utilizing the services. Um, And in doing that, I also can find out if there's anything that we need to improve on or they think that we need to improve on because they are the reason that we're here. So if I'm talking to them, getting to know them, then that'll help all of us run things better.
Okay. Is there an overall goal that you and your fellow workers have in the Student Success Center with helping students?
We just want to help students. I know that seems really generic, but that's what we're here for. We want to help them, but we also want to teach them to learn the material so that they can be self sufficient.
Okay. How did you get this role as director of the Student Success Center? Have you always liked working with students?
I love working with students, and this is I call it round three. This is the third time I am at EKU. For the longest position I've held at EKU was an academic advisor for exploratory students. So I've done all kinds of stuff here. I've taught. I've done that. I was the director of Upper Class Academy. So I've done all kinds of student-centered things. And this position popped open, and it spoke to me. It spoke to my heart because working with students, it it doesn't feel like work, but it gives me purpose.
It kind of makes you feel whole, like you're doing
Yes.
something, helping somebody else.
Yes, absolutely. And they're funny, and I learn so much. I'm a constant learner, and I learn from them just like they can learn from me.
Okay. Um, Without using any names, could you maybe give an example of how you or one of your colleagues helped change a student's life on campus, maybe helping them with grades, helping them with mental health issues? Do you know a specific example you could talk about?
Um, in this role or in other roles?
Or in any role
Any
in the
role?
Student Success Center or as a teacher, like you said you
Okay.
used to teach.
Yes. So a couple of years ago, I had a student, and I my undergrad was sociology. It was sociology, so I watched people, and I could tell that his habits were changing. but I didn't know why. So one day I asked him to stay and talk to me after class, and I was like, "What's up?" And he said, "No, nothing." I was like, "Okay, no, something's going on. What's going on?" And he and his family at home were struggling with food. So I asked them if I could connect him to the Colonel's Cupboard on campus, and also to resources off of campus. So he said yes. I was able to do that. Um, and also, one of the things that I did from then on out, and I actually do it in my office now, I bring snacks. And that way, when I was going to class, I'd have snacks every day. So it opened it to everybody. Whoever wants anything, where it's around lunchtime, grab a snack, no big deal. And that way he could have snacks, but also it wasn't singling him out. And like I said, I keep a snack drawer here. So if people are here and they're hungry, just come see me, get in the snack drawer, grab something.
That's awesome. I think it's great that you do something like that, and you guys have resources with people who can do that. So, besides just academics, would you say that the Student Success Center is somewhere where students go if they're struggling outside of school, for example, like that example you just gave?
Yeah, absolutely. If students are struggling outside the classroom, they're not going to do well inside. So we have to look at students as a whole. And yeah, like I said, we've got mentors, so they're talking about those things. We just see what we can do to help.
Okay. So, if there was a student who is maybe a little shy to reach out or come to the Student Success Center in the library and ask for help, is there another way that they could reach out to you or someone who works there to get help if they were a little apprehensive about reaching out to begin with?
I would love for to find a student and tell them my story. Like I was a freshman in college and had to reach out and go to tutoring in order to pass a math class, and I never had to do that. I never had to go to tutoring before college, and just how much it helped in the confidence building and letting them know that no one's judging them, because we all need help sometimes. And then also my gurus, they're amazing. They're personable, and if they hear of someone having struggles, then they will offer to bring them down, or even if they're not comfortable meeting in here, which is it's a safe space, but a guru can meet with them in another part of the library or online. We do virtual meetings as well sometimes.
Could you explain what the gurus are for viewers?
Yes, sorry. Gurus are what we call our student workers, and we call them a guru because they do and know all things, I promise. But they are our tutors and mentors.
Okay. So, there could they be students as well that
They
work
are
there?
students. They're
Oh,
all
okay.
students.
They're
Yes,
all students.
got about 25 of them.
Okay. And is this something that they get paid to do, or they're just
Yes.
volunteering for school?
It is a student worker position, and I think that the greatest thing about the gurus is that with them being students, they understand the student struggle, and they've potentially taken the classes. Well, they have taken the classes that these students that come in for help or have taken, but potentially they've also taken the instructors. So that's great because they know how instructors teach. They know how to help students study, given the professor that they've gotten, and they can give a perspective that I'm not able to.
Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. So one final question for you today.
Mhm.
Before we wrap this up, you've been great, by the way. Thank you. So, when people come to the Student Success Center, who else could they reach out to potentially? Are there certain positions where, or is there a certain person that one student could go to, or maybe another student could go to another, or is it just kind of like a collective group thing where someone will pull you in and help you?
They will come. They can come to anyone, but what happens is, so say a student comes in and they need help with accounting 201. So we see who has had that class, who can tutor in that class. Hey, we bring on Sierra, for instance, um, and we connect them with the tutors who have had the actual classes. They can also look online if they want to see when specific tutors or specific subjects are being offered. You can look online on our students our website at Success Center at eku.edu. Sorry, and see when things are offered and come and see the specific tutor for the specific subject.
Okay, awesome. And you have your contact information on the EKU Student Success Center website for anyone who
Yes,
would want to reach out, phone
yes,
number and email.
all
So,
of that. Mhm. Phone number, email, location. This semester, we are also located in Whitlock 347 and King Johnson, where the old book store was, where the IT people are now.
so there's multiple locations.
Yes, but the biggest location where the most people are is in Library 106.
Okay, awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on and
Thank
telling
you.
everybody. This should surely be helpful with information for lots of students who want to reach out, especially at this time of year.
Yes,
Students
please. Yeah,
and
please
myself
come
are
see us.
stressing out with grades. I
Yes.
understand.
Well, you
So,
can see us too.
I might if my grades start dropping. I don't intend them doing that though. But if anything else, you're definitely the first person I would come
Okay.
to visit. So, well, I appreciate you coming on today, and this episode will be available on the Eastern Progress
Awesome.
very soon, and you'll be able to view it. I'll send you the link, and I appreciate you coming on today and talking with me about the EKU Student Success Center.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.